pictures from that event. But there is also a backlash for the governor on social media about the reception he prepared for the president. Does this also reflect the views of the residents of Benue towards the governor? Do they feel the same way those on social media are feeling? Or is it a different story?
Outside the state, based there, so it's a reflection of our feelings and as to make out of the speech.
Okay.
Because for some of us, we're trying to read lines, make out of the speech.
Okay.
Because for some of us, we're trying to read lines and to understand and the speech what was and to understand and the speech what was the take home and was the take home from the speech. And we're still wondering what exactly was that. So what have you said?
I'm actually live on air, so obviously I could not listen to. I saw him on screen, but there was no audio because I'm live. Is there any part of it you remember? Is there anything that stood out for you? Because I need to get this information from you. What exactly is confusing the residents of Benue from what he said? Was it a body language or a statement he made?
Okay, I'm going to answer the first question, but let me respond to this first. Yeah, he made some statement that is like a no-brainer. Rest of world will repeat. That's why he came trying to. They need for us to have land, for farming and also for other things. That's what he means, in place. So these are some of our worries from the speech. He now said, okay, we need to work together with the government and all, but they hear from us. So we are trying to said, so for some of the statement, arrests are made, remaining arrests have been made, as a state security officer country, we're expecting to review as knowing that you're coming to the state at security what I is concerned that get on policy statement. Maybe I'm in a hurry, but we're hoping that maybe you tell us right away to something that was about calm us down, that was quite soothing and all that. Yes, he spoke in a very solemn mood. Yes, that's something more than that. That's the truth.
Okay, so I believe
and then to respond to your question as to the backlash the people having on the governor, and then as a resident of the state here, those social media, majority of them are residents of Benue State.
Okay.
And so it's a reflection of what we should feel about certain things. If you could not declare a day of mourning for the death, for you to declare a day for the president while we are mourning, we see something wrong with that. We're telling children to go and line up on the street under the rain. You declare public holidays very late at night, yes, in the evening. A lot of schools were not even present. Cannot rush to school, want to be told that those public holidays, and then stop to line and all balance, paying and praising the president. I have trying to, appreciate someone. Maybe like Christian is someone for little days, that's what I know. But then, we have the other side. That's why even as a man, people have been killed, right? Yeah, from your report, you talk about the made according to the government. Then again, I can tell you for a fact, and I can take that to the bank, that someone is trying to be accountable for the truth, right? So, but then the excuse is, okay, they're still trying to gather information, the place is still burning, they're still trying to come from the carnage to know the counter, and then some people are burning there. But families have come out to tell you that, look, I lost XYZ from my family. I think you should take that nobody wants to lie. I lost my 5
yeah.
That's for the sake of it. This is telling you how much the talk. We are out of all the normal competition. Everything right. How are you going to do it?
I want to ask about the video that's surfaced online of children in the rain welcoming the president. But with what you said, you have confirmed that actually happened.
Absolutely.
And it was declared yesterday.
I'm looking at the
That means that people went about their business without knowing that they were holiday today.
A lot of people, including children, who went to school and before they turned back. Today was public holiday. Yeah.
Okay. So, speaking about the visit itself, right, because we've talked about the governor's reception, were the people of Benue expectant, right? Were they hoping What was that visit symbolic of? Were they hoping it was going to provide lasting solution? Were they looking forward to the president coming? Also considering that he had taken a few days before he actually decided to come.
Yeah, we're expecting. In all fairness to him, this is the first time the sitting president will come on account of the destruction of lives and property in Benue for several years. I'll tell you that since it started, we had President Jonathan, we had President Buhari, and even before then, before the end of Passenger's regime, that's how far back this is. So nobody visited Benue on this account, except when it's time for politicking, it's time for campaign and for jamborees and the rest.
Yeah.
But this is the first time a sitting president will come to the state. So we'll give him that credit, show concern. But then again, we're expecting in the center. Look, you come to tell us these are some of the things I'm going to do to ensure that this doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
You're not even aware whether people have been arrested or not. I want to know, there are a lot of people have been telling you it's land grabbing, it is ethnic cleansing, it is foreign bandits or militia coming to kill those people. I was thinking that you come tell us that our findings, I will not tell you to tell us everything, but yes, we can confirm some of the things and all that, but these are some of the things we're doing to ensure that we put this to rest and all that. No such statement was made. You can go verify from the video and all that. No such statement was made apart from him. So we're a bit disappointed. There are no specifics, no specifics in the speech, no categorical statement that can, bring succor or relief to the dead. And by the way,
Hello? Okay, well, I can't hear him anymore. I'm guessing I would give that to network. But we just happen to be at the point of a break. After the break, we talk. Stay with us. and all things in between. My guest, Henry Ipole, who is a Benue-based broadcast journalist. He is the Assistant Director of Programs with Radio Benue. Makadi is still on the phone. Hello, Mr. Henry. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. It's perfect now. Okay. So I believe you talked about it, but I didn't hear you clearly. A question that came up yesterday on the show is if the president will get to the community. We've seen that he was in Makadi, which is the capital. Has he been there? Are there plans for him to go there?
Okay, now, the itinerary was for him to go to the hospital on arrival, the hospital, and then move to the community where the incident happened, and then back to the state capital for a town hall stakeholder meeting.
Okay.
But unfortunately, he couldn't get to the community, and the excuse from him is the fact that the road is in rain, and he couldn't access the community on account of the rain. And so I can confirm to you that he didn't go to the community. He didn't get to the community.
Okay, so the reason given was because of the rain.
They said the rain, the bad road. But I can tell you the road is not bad. Maybe probably we had downpour in the morning. If you're on social media around here, you see that the road was a bit with a lot of on the road, but people passed eventually. And by the time you had arrived, everything had cleared. But that was the excuse. So I don't want to preempt. I don't want to assume.
Okay.
But the excuse was the fact that we couldn't access the community because of the bad road.
Now, the hospital, is the hospital in the community or in the capital?
The teaching hospital is in the capital. So on arrival at the airport, he drove straight to the hospital to see the victims, those recovering, and then he moved straight to Government House for the town hall meeting. Okay,
so he did hospital and he did town hall, but he didn't do community?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah.
All right. Now, how are the families of the victims holding up at this time?
It's heart-wrenching, quite unfortunate that this is happening to children, women, people who are completely vulnerable. You see some pictures, very cold pictures of children, some months, not even up to a year, wounded, injured, struggling to survive, bandits everywhere. It's quite an unfortunate sight, and quite very painful. But they're recovering. In fact, there's a case of the 10-month-old boy that the parents couldn't account for him. He was abandoned. Then a bike man and a car man who was fleeing the community saw the boy, the 10-month-old boy, on the street in the bush and picked the boy and rushed him to the teaching hospital.
Okay.
And before the father, who said that was the remaining, that was the only surviving, the child of his, the rest were killed. And so that 10-month-old boy was the only surviving child of his, but was able to reconnect with the boy at the hospital. So that's to give you a picture. In some cases, the whole family was wiped out, except maybe were not being in the community at the time it happened. But those who were based there, the whole family were completely wiped out. And the children, some of them are struggling. We lost some. Others are hopefully going to survive in the hospital, but some very serious degree of injury at the hospital. And the parents are struggling. I don't know if the president made any statement as to take care of the bills, but definitely usually what happens is the governor will take care of the bills.
Yeah.
And then we're hoping that FEMA and NEMA, that's the emergency agencies, both the state and the federal government, will come to relief. But we are tired, that's the thing. So as far as I remember, it's always people living in IDP camps like forever. So for how long will we continue to depend on handouts and stipends to survive? The full-grown man don't have any life because we only just stay there. People get to those IDP camps, get them raped, take them out for all kinds of human trafficking and all kind of stuff. It's terrible. I mean, I actually laugh words at this point, but that's how bad the situation in Benue is. We don't want to demarcate the state. We just want the facts and speak our truth. But we are hoping that the president has come, something else will happen and the state will be better for.
Yeah, we are hopeful as well, all the way from Port Harcourt. Thank you, Henry. Yes, something else came to mind. Finally, the IG, of course, was deployed to the state, and we've had security officials storm Benue. Has there been any news from them? Have their tactics deployed? Is there some good news thanks to the presence of heavy security in the state?
Yeah, that is one ray of hope that we are hanging on, because the chief of army staff actually made some promises, probably that is planning to train youth on how to defend their communities with the supervision of the conventional security personnel, and also with the retired ex-servicemen that are living in those communities, that you take up that responsibility on behalf of the Nigerian Army or for the Nigerian Army to train those those youth in our communities on how to defend their communities and all. The Inspector General of Police, they went together as a community and they made some promises, some far-reaching decisions as to what to do to prevent this kind of incident from the occurring. So we are hoping that we'll be able to work with them going forward.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Henry. We appreciate your time and thank you for giving us this resource. Have yourself a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Okay, that's Mr. Henry Ipole, the Assistant Director of Programs, Radio Benue Makadi. He is obviously a Benue-based journalist. He's giving us the situation report of the President's visit to the state. Well, it's time for you to be a part of this conversation. We have a poll, I believe, on social media. I'll look that up. And it is about the governor declaring a public holiday ahead of the president's visits. My question is simple. Do you think the declaration of that holiday is justified? Is it disrespectful to the people? Or is there justification for it? 0817-923-0002. And what do you make of my guest position based on what he reported? 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06-416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. You can watch, listen, and engage. And if you listen to the president's speech, of course, the town hall is over, but he was live a couple of minutes ago. According to my guest, it leaves a lot to be desired. What do you make of it? Good evening, Sam. I listened to the president's speech. Oh, nice. And I shed tears. Oh, my. As a Benue citizen, the president's speech did to me what even the killings failed to do. It's painful that the president is asking the citizens of Benue for the solution. We are now the commander-in-chief urging us to accommodate the herders. According to him, we have enough land to share, emphasizing on brotherhood to move the country forward. I have a lot to say, but it's not radio-friendly, so I reserve my comment. It is what it is, Dave says. Dave, I completely understand the position of being irate to the point where civility becomes a luxury. I know that feeling. But thank you for sending that message. Good afternoon, Sam. For me, the president visiting Benue is very appealing. As for the governor, he is incompetent and overwhelmed by the herdsmen that ravaged the people of Benue. Also, what I feel, allegedly, is that there are some in-house Benue indigenes that are baiting and aiding the act of insurgency. The people, I don't know what this word is, what you're trying to write. This act of sabotage. Okay, that should be orchestrating in-house people from Benue, allegedly. But they can hide in the eyes of human beings, but God, as a spirit, sees all. And will visit with his dignity to the perpetrators. Ipole Taylor Harry says, JJ calls from Rumi Bo. Hello, JJ.
Sam, I greet you this evening, right?
Yes, hold on. You were the one that said the president will not get to the community. Hello?
The president will not get... Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I sent you a message.
Yes, you sent a message. Yes, you said so yesterday.
I can bet anything that the president will get to the... how will I put it now?
The community.
The venue of the massacre.
Yeah, but JJ, we did not envisage that it will rain.
Oh, Sam, stop this now.
No, I'm not trying to. The reason that the guests... Wait, JJ.
Did you see the president's advance team when they were moving towards Benue? What do you call Niger?
I saw some videos. Yeah.
So why didn't that stop them from going to the Benue? Did anybody investigate anything? The people that died, did they envisage that they will come, don't they have one or two aspirations at the end of the day that they will go for to the next day, being Sunday, maybe go to church, pray to God and everything, somebody cut it short, and the man who we voted for to protect us, he didn't envisage that rain will fall, so he couldn't go and... See, Sam, let me tell you, if two brothers fight and one kill another, so the police will say because they are brothers, so no, family affair, make we just let them go. I don't expect that type of talk from the president. All I expect is that the people who are responsible for this dastardly act must be brought to book. Oh, it doesn't matter. They are brothers. So brothers should continue to kill brothers like Cain and Abel, right? My God, I beg you. But Sam, am I correct or not?
Well, you are.
I told you yesterday that I can bet anything that the president, I even talked to one of my friends who is from Benue, he's on ground. You know what he told me? I was trying to change my mind. Because he said, why coming from Abuja, that you will meet those local government before you even go to Makurdi.
Okay.
So, how far? They don't care about the people.
Okay, thank you.
The president or anybody is moving right now is that the Pope have already said it, the whole world has heard. So let me see how to charge the spotlight. That's just it.
All right,
but
thank you, JJ. Thank
the
you.
Children for school, now so they line up for road like this. They want to breach something come up for their body.
It's okay, JJ. Thank you very much. Yes, JJ did send a message yesterday because I was trying to remember who did. And he, in that message, I think he swore, right? He said he bet the president will not. And I have to be honest, there was a part of me that just wished that he would lose that bet. I just said, no, the president will go. I was hoping. And now my guest says that he did not. The excuse given is that it rained and the road is impassable, even though he claimed that it had dried up and, the road was definitely passable. But he visited the hospital and he visited the government house as well as the town hall. Cookie Gam from Room Elimini. Hello, Cookie Gam.
Sam, good evening.
Good evening.
Sam, the story that the man from Benue said today is a heart-touching one. That 10-year-old famous baby child that can pick and document that back right now.
Yeah.
Have been a good Nigerian.
Yeah.
I know that boy to die there. I want to appreciate that young man. Sam Lee, you see, my major concern is that a president later Abuja arrived Benue and could not go to the scene of the crime. Sam, if it's American president that has not happened, the American president will not go to that village, to see that village. Allow people to turn the rain. I mean, what was the social media? If you had children on the road waiting for a president who lost less than 300 persons, Sam, remember this time I have an administration that this time again 20 persons killed in that same village again before. Sam, I don't know where we are going in this country, Nigeria. Sam, my heart is falling me on day by day because this president cannot secure life and property of Nigeria. He stop at Benue, go to town hall meeting and stay in comments and eat and drink wine and go back to Abuja. No problem. Time and date, wait for everybody. When all of us give account of our things to before God one day, whether good or bad. Good evening, my brother.
All right, thank you very much. Akanto calls from Bori. Hello, Akanto. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Well, it's a very tedious learning area.
All right.
But I believe that will amplify what I mean, just like what J.A. said few hours ago, that in the case that Mr. President will not really have to claim it, and today it has happened. Yes, what the Benue people need is justice, protection, and basic human dignity. And that's why we have telephone. What we are having a conversation with somebody who is working in the city. The protection of life, property and life of Nigerians should be the utmost priority of Mr. President, irrespective of where those people live or stay or do their lawful business. Just to Mr. President, go down to Benue, under 4 fire. I was watching Facebook page 4 fire. Just like people now mobilize from home, carry place card. All I could check your Facebook. You see place card, vote for Alfredo Tinubu and the governor of Benue State. It was that the core value of the visit of Mr. President. Let me say it as an oracle. Let me stand like a tier two. The purpose of which Mr. President visited the state today is just to go and ratify issue that is ravaging the party APC. It's not to restore the dignity and the protection of payment people. Yeah, why are we like this, Nigeria? That is the sanctity of human life. It's never been a priority of the president and those who are ruling Nigeria. Mr. President got to benefit because of rain, because of the world weather, because of the road. Then now Mr. President now a dramatic tweet and return back to Abuja and now be doing commissioning tomorrow, televising on over about 20-something television, according to the minister, that people will be watching on television or people will be crying because 2023 and people, human dignity are not respected. Oracle, go on. Come and help us. It is that this time around is bad. God bless Nigeria, Oracle. I'm crying. It's a thing.
Thank you, Akanto, for calling. Lugaman calls from Ipole. Hello, Lugaman. Good evening.
Yeah, Samara Kochinedu.
Good evening.
Appreciate you.
Greetings.
The Lugaman.
Go ahead.
Yes, Samara, you asked us question if the public holiday declared by the governor is justifiable. And Samorako is unfortunate. It's purely eye service. And you said you are a reverend father. Is it because you don't have children? That over 200 persons died?
No, it haven't reached like that, Lugaman.
Okay, sorry. Then over 200 persons died. You couldn't even declare a 2 days mourning. You just declare public holiday because the president is coming. Chai, president are God. People died in your community, in the state you are governing. Well, my brother, it goes to show you the level of leaders we have in this country. But I want to say that if Mr. President could not even visit the community, then what's the sense of him going there? Maybe that is Mr. President go there for politics. If really he go to sympathize with the people, why not go to the community to ascertain the level of damage by himself, but ascertain the level of people that died and the people that are in the hospital, so that as to know how to. Oh my God.
Okay, look, man. I mean, I'm not pleased, I have to admit, that the president did not go to the community, but there are takeaways from this visit. He went to the hospital. He met the people. He addressed them. I mean, my guest already said that the speech leaves a lot to be desired. The president's presence in Benue, right, even though it's not exactly as people would have wanted, it stands for something. The fact that he was there, just like my guest said, since Benue has had its problems, no president had visited. Right? Yes, moving forward, some things would need to be done better. But the takeaway is the president visited Benue. Chima calls from Rumoguta. Hello, Chima. Good evening.
Hello, evening, Mr. Arako.
Good evening.
Mr. Arako, I didn't actually give good listening to this last program because both of us had a challenge about self-defense. And you said that, I said too. In the next house having a conversation, I should be able to prove to you the section of the Constitution that says we have right to self-defend Nigeria.
Self-defense.
So are you ready?
Hold on, Chima. Self-defense is in the Constitution. I can tell you where. But I needed you to be certain of what you said because of exactly how you said it. But we would have opportunities for this. Let's focus on this conversation.
Why did you not give me comp you too now? Because you argued me and you kept me. I don't know what I was saying.
That was... Hold on, Chima. Hold on.
You cut me off.
that was for a different conversation, right? I don't have a problem having a constitutional battle with you. Let's focus on this conversation. There would always be opportunities. Please go ahead. Somebody's behind you.
I know we'll talk again. I'll talk again next time.
All right.
Not like to do me.
Let's hope there's a next time, Chima. Lawson from Yenagua. Hello.
Sam.
Good evening.
Now, some of the things are here. Sometimes I wonder. Some people, because of their political affiliations, most times they don't even know what they are saying don't make sense, really. They are telling you that a president, even you seem to agree in a way. If the president goes to that place that you are talking about, what purpose will it serve? Seriously, what purpose will it have? I don't know. Sometimes we think that Nigeria is a unitary state. Nigeria is not a unitary state. Nigeria is a federal state. A federal state. So the president that place, he was scheduled to go there, and because of the weather conditions, have you seen how many the number of flights they canceled? Because of what? Bad weather. And then the weather is not good. It's raining. The roads, when it rains, you see those roads are very sticky and crooked. And then they're telling you that it's passable at the time, and therefore it didn't go there. And so, because of that, the entire visit, you understand, is nonsense. It's rubbish. And people are saying that. So, for me, the president, I can tell you, has really tried. I've seen so many situations where presidents don't even visit. They don't go because what will even they are going there do? With all the security agencies are on ground. They are all walking around the clock. And he said the president should go there. What purpose will it serve? Honestly, some kind of things I hear. This is the kind of argument most times I hear that annoys me. Even when the governor and the House of Assembly were having issues and all that, there are some people who are talking today that came out to tell us that it is right to use 3 House of Assembly members to pass budget. They've come to say terrible things. They don't remind themselves of all those sort of things. See, let me tell you, most times when you use politics to call programs to try to contribute, you will always make a mistake because your mind is already biased. So I congratulate the president. I honestly sympathize with the government and people of Benue State. I hope all of it will be brought to an end because we know the root causes of all of these things. It has been happening right from Tutuan's time.
Okay.
Tutuan's, Utom, and now this current governor.
All right,
so
Lawson.
We know the problem. Let us see how we can solve it. Know what to do. For me, president going there, not going there, it's immaterial.
Hello, Lawson. Hello, Lawson.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I have to come in now because we are very close to a break, and I need to say this while you're still on the line. Now, yesterday, I clearly stated why it was important for the president to be at the crime scene, right? But let me take it that maybe you were not listening. It does not make any sense. While the president has visited Benue and he has done some other things which we will not invalidate, it doesn't make sense that 200 plus people were slaughtered. The president visited. Hold on, Lawson. I did not. Lawson. Okay, so respect is reciprocal. I did not interrupt you when you spoke. So if I can't get that courtesy back, then let's not do this. Well, I'm already at that point, so obviously I can't make the point. This is where we wrap up this conversation. Please stay with us.
For more talk